Time now to talk about your health and hospice care. It may be something you've heard of, but you don't know a lot about. Well, today we have help thanks to Carolyn Richardson of PACE Guide to Senior Living and Chaplain Troy Powers, also with Reflections Hospice. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We talk about hospice a lot, but a lot of people don't know what it is.
Right, and I like to talk about it because a lot of times there's a negative stigma. People think it's just for people who are actively dying, when in fact it's for people who are maybe in a general decline. There's no curative or aggressive treatment left, but the benefits outweigh not going on hospice. And so people sometimes wait too long and they miss out on those services, which is a huge medical management team that consists of a nurse, a chaplain, a social worker, a doctor, aides and volunteers. And so today I thought I'd bring on a chaplain so that you could learn a little bit about what a chaplain does in the life of a hospice.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about your role, Chaplain Powers, and what you do.
Sure. We provide spiritual support to patients and families. That's kind of the short answer. And it's non-denominational. We don't have an agenda or anything like that. It's really providing spiritual support to patients and their families the very best we can within the spiritual context in which they live their lives. And so for some folks that involves prayer. So for some folks it might be scripture reading or a discussion just about their own spirituality and how that gives them hope and peace and strength and comfort. Some folks want to be reconnected with their church or their family of faith in order to have that church kind of come into their care and involve their church in that. So there's this spiritual component to it, but there's another side of it too, and that's this bereavement side. That when a patient dies, there's follow-up with family that we do, and it's a good 12 or 13 months following a loss.
Wow.
So it's anything from officiating memorials, which I'll do later today, to telephone calls, to visits, anything like that that's most helpful. So it's really kind of those two realms that we traffic in.
So you have a lot of experience with this, and what do you think this brings for families?
The clinical side of hospice involves the blood pressures and all of this sort of clinical stuff, but then the spiritual side of things is just a whole nother component that we can bring.
Now, also, besides hospice, there's a lot of things that PACE deals with, and that's also with kind of the change of living arrangements and help with your families as they age. And you have a specific property that you want to tell us about today.
Absolutely. So PACE is spotlighting allegiances. When residential care is needed for your loved one, allegiances may be exactly what you're looking for. It's a beautiful home, and it's licensed for 5 residents and is located in one of Queen Creek's unique residential neighborhoods. Allegiances has furnished private and semi-private bedrooms, Wi-Fi internet, cable, and a safe step therapeutic tub. Your loved one will enjoy all the activities and services that they provide. The owners would love to show you around their home and tell you more about what they have to offer. So that you can call PACE and we can help coordinate that tour and help you meet the owners and see what that looks like out in Queen Creek.
And that's the thing too with PACE. I mean, you can call, you can go online, and there's a lot of different ways. You can have a face-to-face with one of the PACE representatives.
Absolutely. We have people waiting by for calls that can just help families, their loved ones, figure out what they need throughout the valley.
All right. Thank you both so much for being here. We appreciate it. And for more information, everyone, you can go online, go to seniorhousing.org, or call the number on your screen.